Hey guys, it's me, Ego here. Hi. Hello. It seems that many cosmetic brands are releasing a lot of tinted lip balm products in Korea these days. So today, I'm gonna compare the tinted lip balms that are popular in Korea. Roman and Peripera. You guys also like them, right? These two brands also came out with their own tinted lip balms and the colors seem to be really similar. Both Roman and Peripera are vegan products, so they're good lip balms for vegan users to use. To start off, Roman's tinted lip balms come in a total of 7 colors, while Peripera's come in 4 colors, so there's a slight difference in the number of colors. Personally, Roman number 3 and Peripera number 2 seem similar, so I'll start comparing them by applying them on. First, lip balm formulation. The lip balms from Roman and Peripera are quite different from each other. Roman sticks to the skin and applies on with a very taggy feeling, while Peripera applies on smoothly. When I looked at the finish after applying them on, the thickness seemed to be different. Roman has a tacky texture, so it seems to have a slightly thicker feeling as the water barrier develops, while Peripera adheres thinly to the skin without forming a water barrier, so it has a seemingly thinner feel than Roman. Recently, someone asked me on one of my previous videos whether Roman lip balm looks oily after applying it on. Personally, I think it creates a transparent glass bead appearance because it's a product with a water glow, but depending on person using it, I think it can look oily. That being said, if you dislike your lips to look oily, I recommend Peripera over Roman. When spreading the lip balm with my finger, I can see that Roman's apply unevenly and widely, while Peripera also seems to spread evenly. The texture looks light and thin, so when compared to Roman's, it feels slightly faded. After some time passed, as I said before, a water barrier develops with Roman's lip balm, but not on Peripera's. So I think Roman's is probably better for creating a slightly bouncy, plumped look. As both Roman and Peripera are lip balm products, they do not leave behind any staining when wiped off with a wet tissue. The how-to when applying on the lips is a little different. When applying Roman's onto your lips and moving them quickly a lot like this, a yogurt residue can develop on the inside of your lips, so it's better to do it once and slowly. On the other hand, Peripera does not have this yogurt effect, so I thought I could just apply it as I normally do with most other lip products. Moving on to the smear test, I'm able to see that they both smear as they are both moist lip balm products. Since Roman has a thicker and firmer formula than Peripera, Roman's much more. In terms of fragrance, Roman had a sweeter and stronger fragrance than Peripera. Both Roman and Peripera contains fragrances, but Roman had a mango extract, so I think it had a stronger mango scent and seems to feel sweeter. I apply all the colors onto my arm. Roman has 7 colors and Peripera has 4 colors, so you can see the difference in number of colors. Personally, when I saw the colors like this, I think Peripera is composed of a bit calmer and muted colors than Roman. So that's why Roman seems to have a slightly more saturated color sense than Peripera. When matching the similar colors, they were Roman number 1 and Peripera number 2, Roman number 2 and Peripera number 1, Roman number 6 and Peripera number 3, and Roman number 7 and Peripera number 4. Now that I've compared Roman and Peripera lip balms to each other, let me compare the similar colors by applying them on my lips. Roman number 1 and Peripera number 2. Both of these appear to be apricot nude themed with a slight mix of coral. Among the colors compared, it's the most similar color to each other. Personally, I find Roman's to be a bit more nude than Peripera, while Peripera's is a bit more saturated than Roman, so it also seems to have an orange tinge to it. Both of them have a warm feeling, so it seemed like a color that would go well with spring warm tones. Roman number 2 and Peripera number 1. Both have a bright pink color. Compared to Peripera, Roman's is slightly more saturated, vivid, and seems to have a darker color expression. Perhaps this is because of its slightly thicker texture. Compared to Roman, Peripera has a slightly faded feel, so it looks more muted. Both colors have a cool feel, so I think it'll suit cool tones people, especially for summer cool tones. Roman number 6 and Peripera number 3. Both balms are fig colored. Compared to Peripera, Roman's felt a bit more saturated, so it had more of a ripe, fig-like color. On the other hand, Peripera seemed to be a bit more MLBB-like because it had a hint of nude mixed in. Since it's a warm color, I think it'll still warm some people well. I think it'll go well with both spring and fall. Roman number 7 and Peripera number 4. At first glance, they seem to have a really different color, but in fact, the colors look similar. They're both a highly popular muted rose color that lots of people like these days. Roman seems to be much more saturated than Peripera's. Since both are muted colors, I think it'll suit cool tone people well. Among cool tone people, I thought it would suit winter cool tones. Like this, I compared the colors of Roman and Peripera. In fact, besides Roman and Peripera, many other cosmetic brands have also released a lot of tinted lip balms, so I'll briefly recommend lip balms from other brands as well. Additional recommended lip balms I selected are from Naming, Then Beauty, Huxley, and Amuse. It seems that they have been releasing colors that people use a lot these days. I'll briefly compare similar colors to each other. Ranking based on lightest to the thickest formula is Amuse, Huxley, Naming, and Thin Beauty gradually had thicker and tackier formulas. Personally, Amuse and Huxley have similar formulations, and Naming and Thin Beauty are similar to each other. Among them, Thin Beauty seems to have a water barrier similar to Roman. When blending with my fingers, since Amuse and Huxley have similar light formula, they feel like they spread out moistly, and Naming and Thin Beauty spread out with a tacky feeling, probably because they have a slightly thicker formulation. The overall color seems to be a warm rose based color. I tried layering it on just in case it would be layered, but the layered look also developed in the same order. I tried out all the colors on my arm and I can see a lot of colors that are really similar. I especially feel that the color composition of the Thin Beauty and Naming was very similar to each other. From the left, we have Thin Beauty, Naming, Huxley, and Amuse. The colors feel as if they're gradually fading, don't they? Thin Beauty has a deeper color even when applied only once, and the Naming is a bit more natural, but it has the darkest color after the Thin Beauty. Huxley and Amuse have a light and thin formulations, but Huxley has a slightly darker color than Amuse. Oh, and in the case of Thin Beauty's lip balm, I wonder if the case was made so that I could use only a small amount, but when I turned it, it made a clicking sound and I couldn't put the lip balm back in. So I think this is something to take into account. Like this, while comparing the tinted lip balms from Roman and Peripera, I compared tinted lip balms that have a more similar color to each other. With the release of many tinted lip balms these days, similar colors caught my eye. Me and the people around me use a lot of tinted lip balms to take care of our lips, so for those of you who want to use tinted lip balms or are curious, I hope today's video will help with your purchase. So my video is still here. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!